Are you excited?
Yeah.
You look bored.
No. No, I'm excited.
If we were recording you right now, I bet I'd fall asleep during playback. Anyway, try to at least look excited when they get here.
How should I do that?
You just need to smile, make eye contact, open up.
Be fake.
Why is it fake to try to be friendly?
Sounds like you want me to schmooze.
Let me handle the schmooze. I just need you to be friendly.
Am I not normally friendly?
As your employee for all of 4 months now, I believe I'm obligated to tell you that you are perfectly friendly on a semi-regular basis. So keep it up during this meeting and we'll be in good shape.
I promise I'll try.
Terribly sorry to have kept you waiting. Couldn't get out of screening. I'm Alistair Rowland.
Cicely Bryce, we spoke on the phone several times.
Ah, Miss Bryce, it's a pleasure to finally meet you. You're as delightful in person as you are in conversation. And you must be Annika. I've been following you for months now. I'm a big fan.
Thank you.
I read your blog every morning. I follow all your updates. And of course, every Friday I block off some time to play back your latest Demota clip.
You built a receiver?
Oh, no, of course not. I had one of the bright kids on my staff do that. This is Emily March, one of our attorneys and my personal assistant. She'll be helping us finalize any agreements we might come to. Please, Miss Bryce, have a seat.
It's just Cicely.
Of course. So, welcome to the network. Thank you for coming today.
We're very excited to be here.
I must say, congratulations are in order. It's only been, 12 months, and already I hear you're the talk of the internet. I hear every hipster from here to these coasts is following your exploits.
That's a bit of an exaggeration.
How much of an exaggeration is it?
We definitely have a very loyal fan community. They spread the word. Our sponsors are very happy.
I'm sure they are. You've proven that your invention has commercial potential. That's why we were so intrigued when you got in touch with us. That's why we wanted to have this little face-to-face.
Did you get the chance to review the details of our proposal?
Well, we certainly did, didn't we, Emily?
Yes, we certainly did.
We believe with just a modest amount of support from your network, we could expand our web presence in a big way, add some quality video to the site, expand the fan communities, and Annika even has an archive of clips she's never published. I mean, new clips are easy enough to record.
Actually, Cicely, Miss Farrar, we were hoping to discuss a counter-proposal.
A counter proposal?
Well, this is a negotiation, after all. We can't come to terms until you've had a chance to review our terms.
But this talks about the complete assignation of rights to the invention. Perhaps you could explain what you're trying to accomplish with that.
The network is offering you a generous advance payment, as well as royalties against further use, in exchange for exclusivity during the period of the agreement. This prevents competitors at other networks or on the internet from diluting the value of our investment.
But this makes it sound like you think we're competitors.
Of course you are.
I am not a competitor.
You're what? Talent for the network?
Yes, that was the whole point of this proposal.
Annika, you've done something quite remarkable. You've invented novel technology and you've used it to create a very exciting form of entertainment. But what the network wants to do is take your technology and push it to a completely new level.
There's always a new level.
The network could finance a complete line of high-fashion receivers that would appeal to the mainstream. But we'd never be able to mass market such a thing if we're simply leveraging your personality. No offense, I've played back dozens of your clips and they're completely fantastic. But you have to admit, your niche personality. Internet famous at best. What we were hoping to do is use your recorder to record the emotions of an actual, honest-to-God star.
What?
We have a development deal with Cody Charles. Maybe you've heard of him?
Cody Charles?
He's outside. Would you like to meet him?
OMFG.
You did not just say that.
Annika, it's Cody Charles.
So?
I know you're all stuck in the interweb and stuff, but there still is this thing called television.
Hi, I'm Cody Charles. I'm a huge fan of yours. I've been following Pete for months now. I feel like I really got to know you.
Hi. That's not her.
Oh, my mistake. Hi, I'm Cody Charles. I'm a huge fan of yours. I've been following Pete for months now. I feel like I really got to know you.
Cody's popularity is on an upswing thanks to the Quicksand Adventures. Maybe you've heard of it?
No.
Oh, it's awesome. I sing through Quicksand. I have adventures. You have to see an episode.
Cody is very appealing to a valuable younger demographic, and we thought, what better way to connect with this fan base than to use your recorder to record Cody's emotions? They'll be tied to the episode they're about to see. They will enhance the episode.
God, that's clever.
Isn't it?
You're going to use his real emotions to promote his fictional character.
It's basically the same thing.
That is the most horrible thing I have ever heard.
Annika, please.
I understand your hesitation.
It's not hesitation, it's aversion.
At least be civil.
I am being
It's all right, Cicely. We're negotiating.
No, we're leaving.
Please stop to consider what you're leaving. We can work with you on this.
We know you've incurred considerable debt testing your hardware and promoting your web properties.
And how did you learn that exactly?
Annika, maybe you and I just need to go out to dinner. Talk about the possibilities here. Maybe I could get you on quicksand adventures. Maybe you could be my current love interest. Cody Charles, Annika Farr.
Maybe I could shoot myself in the forehead with a nail gun.
Well, that doesn't sound too pleasing.
Mr. Rowland, I am very sorry to have wasted your time here today. It was very naive of me to think you wanted to develop my project.
Which is what exactly? Keeping up a cult blog site, never quite paying the bills, even though you've got your dedicated little pockets of attention? What exactly are you doing that warrants further development?
I am charting the emotional genome and making some amazing art in the process. I guess that's not something you can do on television.
Maybe with supermodels.
Please stop to consider what you're leaving. Maybe with a little financial security, you can stop posting your deepest emotions for complete strangers. Maybe you can start inventing again. Maybe you can even have your own life. Think about it.
I am totally already having my own life. That's why people like my clips so much. Cicely, let's go.
I'm so sorry about her. She gets so caught up in herself sometimes.
Don't bother yourself. Maybe you can help your employer to reconsider.
I'll do everything I can.
Thank you. Cody,
Yes.
could you please escort our guests down to the lobby?
With pleasure.
Thank you.
What did you say your name was again?
Cicely?
Well, don't feel too offended if I don't remember.
That was unexpected. The network has already booked significant revenue against this deal. They've got a new ad unit pre-selling at one of the highest CPMs we've ever been able to get. If we don't get them...
I understand the financial pressure on our department, Emily. Don't we have anybody on staff who can just reverse engineer her contraption?
We've tried. It's apparently not simple.
We need leverage.
The background check was clean.
Then we need to dig deeper. Nobody's clean. Do we have an investigator?
Of course.
Get him in here.
Her.
What? Oh, fine.
You won't like her.
Is she good?
Extremely. That's what you won't like about her.
Get her in here.
Hey, Mickey, did you get my text?
All 8 of them, we're set. So I take it we're not getting the big fat paycheck from Heather.
No, but Annika's adoring fans are getting their first taste of severely bitter disappointment.
Oh, it's about time. And we're getting a signal from the helmet.
This is going to be such a blockbuster. People are going to flock to know what it feels like to have Annika vomiting her psychic guts out.
Start thinking of a title for it.
How about Escape from Quicksand?
Too literal. How about the emptiness of society's vapid gaze?
Oh, like that's not obvious.
The helmet's good to go whenever you guys are ready.
Ooh, I'm totally ready.
We're recording.
They didn't ask a single question about how it works. They didn't even have an engineer in the room.
They did, however, have Cody Charles.
Who?
You people do know there's an outside world, right?
They had zero appreciation for the neurobiology behind the algorithm.
What
that
did
took-
you expect? It was a TV network, not the MIT Glee Club.
They actually said that they were going to market high-fashion receivers as if you could walk into Hot Topic one day and pick one
What
up.
would be so wrong with that? You built a really cool thing. Why shouldn't more people be able to play with it?
I am just so appalled that they think they can insert some generic TV asshole into the driver's seat and spread his obnoxious personality all over the youth of America.
You know, when you put it that way, it does sound pretty gross.
This conversation is making me feel underpaid. Do we have enough yet?
Well, a little more would be nice if we had
No.
something in the...
Cut it off. This one should be short.
It's a wrap, people.
It was hard to keep that much intensity going all the way home, but I really wanted to get that one.
Nice work.
Easy for you to say. You weren't in the car with her.
Am I ever going to get a portable recorder? It would have been so much more effective to have recorded that right there in the room when I was experiencing the first waves of those emotions.
I'm close. There's still some power issues I need to work out, but I'm close.
How close?
Look, I just don't want it to burst into flames when you get all excited. Anyway, I'll get this nailed up to quality assurance and let them know they're getting an early delivery this week.
Thank you. Please warn them it's a bit of change of pace from the last few months.
So what the hell happened at this meeting exactly?
They wanted to shut down our network, use the technology to promote a TV show.
Oh, I can see how that could be a severely disappointment.
Guys, I'm really trying to see the problem with this. Isn't the point of inventing something is that you get an actual paycheck for it?
Not that way.
Cody was harmless, and I'm sure he's got real emotions, just like you. And pretty soon, what's gonna happen
Pretty
when...
soon, what?
What's gonna happen when everyone starts to lose every interest they have in your new and subtle emotions? You have to monetize this phenomenon while you're still hot.
I didn't know you thought that way about me.
What way?
That I was so shallow that there might be some limit as to how many interesting things I can feel.
That's not what I meant. I'm sorry. This clip goes out in 3 days. I have to figure out how to present it.
Sure, you'll figure it out.
Yeah, I assume Annika will have a very bad technical support experience with her new cell phone. It'll be hilarious and yet tragic. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Bye. They weren't interested in me at all. I wasn't even part of their deal. You're not saying anything. I have mentioned before that I find silent disapproval to be one of your least endearing qualities, haven't I?
I don't know when this happened, maybe when you hired Cicely, but this has gone from being an engineering project to being an entertainment project.
Why can't it be both?
Why should it be both?
Connecting with people is one of the only rewards I get from doing this.
You're not connecting with anyone.
Excuse me?
Well, they're connecting with you. Well, 6 days out of the week, they're connecting with Cicely ghostwriting for you. And then every Friday, they're connecting with the newest emoji clip you've doled out. For someone who wants to share her raw emotions with the world, you have no inclination of connecting with anybody. You just hide behind poetic titles you give your clips. And that's why it works. You stay safe inside your cocoon.
You have no idea what this feels like for me.
Don't tell me.
But you could understand it. You could get over your weird phobia of playing my clips back like you used to, and you could know exactly how I feel.
Yeah, I'd understand the way all your fans feel in 30-second bursts. I miss it when I was doing when they used to play your clips.
I guess it's no surprise those network people didn't get it.
I'm not sure I get it anymore.
Mickey, we have been doing this for so long that I feel like we're just now seeing the whole shape of the project come into sight. Every single discrete emotion we capture is another piece of the puzzle.
What puzzle?
The puzzle of self. The puzzle of who we are. We know so much about what we are, a collection of cells, the expression of DNA, the long unfolding of evolution. But what we're doing is filling in the rest of the story. We are making a map that has never been made before. We are charting the emotional genome.
You sound like your old self when you talk like that.
What do you mean?
Well, you really used to think this was a grand experiment.
I still do.
Well, then
but
why go to a TV network in the first place?
I don't know. I guess I just thought we had a really good story to tell. And I really let Cicely get my hopes
I am
up.
really undetermined the value she brings to this operation.
Well, that would have been nice to know before we hired her.
We didn't hire her. You brought her in, and that was that. Which is fine. I don't mind you being the brains of the operation.
You know I couldn't do any of this without you.
You don't have to. We spent a lot of time together, just you and me, and it's hard to adjust to the new face and scene, and I'm sure I'll get used to it. Impression's done. Be sure to get this mail up to QA.
Thank you.
You look exhausted. Go take a nap.
It's starting to wear me thin, Mickey. This whole project.
Oh?
Something needs to change soon. Because Cicely might be right. There might not be that much left of me to share anymore.
Alistair, this is the investigator, Veronica Bilius. Veronica, this is the head of our department.
Alistair Rowland.
You've heard of me, I take it. Please, have a seat.
I heard of you around 2:30 today when Emily got in touch with me.
Emily tells me you're quite experienced. Have you worked for a department before?
No, but you've got a lot of departments here.
She's worked for senior management before.
You'll excuse me if I don't take that as a ringing endorsement. What are your credentials, Miss Bilius?
Well, Mr. Rowland, I understand that your primary residence is here in Los Angeles, but you've got multiple vacation homes around the country. including one in Hawaii that your wife doesn't know about, where your 17-year-old mistress keeps house for you. I understand she has a taste for the local boys, but as long as she's at your service when you're there, you turn a blind eye.
That's
I also
very-
understand you keep her addicted to heroin so that she isn't motivated to wander too far. Keeps her fairly pliant, I understand.
That will
Also,
be,
you are allergic to avocados, but only slightly.
that'll be all, Emily. That was impressive.
I go for style points on occasion.
You learned that in the last 2 hours.
I did.
How?
This isn't Train the Junior Dick Day, if you'll pardon the expression.
Then let's consider the business at hand, shall we?
Let's.
Have you heard of Annika Farrar?
No.
If she's internet famous, we've already run a standard background check. I'd like to know a fair bit more.
Like what?
Well, I was hoping you'd be able to tell me the things you know to look for.
Yeah, I should have sent you the brochure. So how this works is, if she has secrets of any kind, she won't after I go looking for them. Is that specific enough for you, or do you need actual categories of secrets?
Well, if it's not too much trouble.
Sexual secrets? Financial secrets? Really, there isn't a huge list of categories here.
Actually, she has certain electronic files that she hasn't been willing to share with the world. I find files like that particularly interesting.
What kind of files?
They may not be like anything you've ever seen.
Why are you doing this to her?
Pardon?
Helps me to do my job better, to understand what motivates my employers. I can be your eyes and ears more effectively.
I see. She has something I want. She hasn't been willing to share it. I was hoping
So
maybe-
it's just blackmail then, and nothing creepy?
I'm a dignified man.
A dignified blackmailer? I like that. So does she have any idea that you're on the prowl for her?
No, I believe she thinks our business dealings to have been concluded.
I'm going to need $100,000 in that account. If it's there, I'll start tomorrow. $1,000 a day in expenses, although this should only take a couple of days. When I'm done, I put a package together for you. I'll expect at minimum another $100,000.
At minimum?
It depends on how hard I have to work and how valuable the secrets are that I dig up. We'll discuss the balance of my payment once I have what you're looking for. Don't make the mistake of underestimating me, Mr. Rowland. Are we clear?
Yeah, we're clear.
Why don't you go arrange for that $100,000 then? I'll wait. Who is this? Why are you calling me? Why am I not surprised that Emily is quite a minx? I'm listening. Why don't you do it yourself? I'm serious. Why don't you... What? That was settled a long time ago. I don't owe you anything. Is that a fact? Fine. I'm leaving tomorrow. Make sure I have your program by then. And once I've completed this favor, we are truly settled. Do you understand me? I don't make idle threats, and you people should know that by now.
Hey, Whisper. Sorry I'm late.
Not a problem, Miss Monica.
Half the server farm fell over at work. Like a lot.
Why?
It's a little known fact. Servers will spontaneously combust if your corporate network traffic is too boring.
Ha ha.
Anyway, what's the big occasion?
Mickey sent us this week's clip.
2 days early?
Well, he says it's pretty intense, so he wanted to get our feedback earlier rather than later.
Intense how? Is she finally starting to record her sex life?
You wish. It's more like the polar opposite.
Oh. Wait, what's the polar opposite of her sex life?
My sex life? Seriously. She entitled this one, The Emptiness of Society's Vapid Gaze.
Ugh. If she becomes a nihilist, I'm going to be very disappointed.
Anyway, I figured we should warm up before just jumping in cold to something like that. So, I have a surprise for you.
Oh, you've got a new playlist. Have you tried it yet?
No, I figured I could wait for you and then we could try it together before I post it.
Oh, wicked. All right. We start with an old classic, The Color of Sapphire Reflected in an Ashtray.
It is a gentle start.
followed briskly by the surprise of an unfamiliar memory, and then pretending an important thing is not important, and then... Oh, I don't remember this one, the quiet music of ice and steel.
Well, that's the one that hooked me, so I don't like to play it back very often. But the build-up here is pretty sweet.
And then for the finale, you can't see the distant stars, but they can always see you. You, sir, are an artiste.
Why, thank you, Miss Monica. Oh, I got the wireless working again.
You do think of everything.
Ready?
Yep. Oh my God, Whisper. That was fantastic. I mean, they stack at each other to the point where they're just creating this completely new thing. Okay, so that was the warm-up?
Yeah, the new one's queued up in this other window. Do you want to go first?
I would be happy to.
Okay.
Say yes to perfect sex. Enhance your sexual life now.
What?
Only that our righteous seem to be consistent. Thou hast discoursed also on the duties of kings.
What are you talking
Your
about?
embassies prove more gratifying then. Penis and large patch works. We have following Viagra Professional.
What are you talking
Viagra
about?
Soft tabs, Cialis soft tabs, generic
What the
Viagra,
fuck?
Levitra, Propecia, Casodex, Cialis Professional, Acomplia, Virility patch, Pheromone
Monica!
cologne for men, Horny Goat Weed, Rocket 24/7, Maximin Enhanced 9, Viagra Oral Jelly,
You okay?
Spermamax, Flomax, Pro-Rex, Cialis Jelly. Make your girlfriend happy. We know the solution you're looking for.
Monica?
Hello, world.
Monica?
No. Those medicines seem very unnecessary. And there are so many of them. Is everyone on the planet sick or something?
Well,
Wait a minute. Is this the beach?
I don't think so.
Oh. Maybe I just got turned around. I'm gonna go look for it. Goodbye now. My God, what the fuck was that?
I don't know. You just started babbling,
I could hear myself talking and I couldn't make it stop. It's like I wasn't even there.
but nobody ever talks.
Whisper, I don't think that came from Monica.
What are you talking about?
I have these glimpses of what it felt like. I mean, at first it just seemed like some sort of signal noise or some kind of out-of-control process, but then I don't know who it was, but it wasn't Annika.
We've got to tell Mickey.
We'll see if he's on the forum.
No. If anyone finds out we've got a brand new type of clip, they'll tear my network apart looking for it. No forum.
I've got Annika's phone number.
How did you get that?
Don't ask. It wasn't easy, and I've never used it before.
Holy shit.
What?
The clip. It just erased itself.
Here it is, the world famous laboratory. Well, more like internet famous. Kind of more like nano famous. But still, here it is.
It's so modest. I thought there'd be supercomputers everywhere.
Well, we think they're super. And this is the recording device. Not very stylish, but it doesn't really have to be.
Connected to that computer over there?
Yeah, that's where Mickey records everything. Anyway, I'm sorry about the mix-up. We thought your office said you were coming tomorrow, but I texted Annika, so she should be back soon.
That's no problem. Maybe you and I could chat in the meantime?
Chat with me?
Sure. So, how long have you worked for Miss Farrar?
About 4 months now. My first gig out of college. Must be doing something right since Vanity Fair came for an interview. Excuse me. Hello? I'll be right up. Thank you. FedEx is upstairs with a package I need to sign for. Would you mind waiting?
Take your time.
Thank you.
What do you want?
Yeah, well, your program gets installed just as soon as I get the data I want off their network. The client that is paying me just happens to take priority over the client that is blackmailing me.
Sorry, must have been a wrong number. No one was up there. But Annika called, and she says she's just around the corner. So, do you want to record a little bit more?
Sure.
Have a seat.
So, tell me about yourself.
What do you want to know?
It's an open-ended question.
So, tell you about me. Okay.
How is it working for Annika? Is she a good boss?
Well, she's really bizarre in this sort of way. Like, she's not really from this planet. Well, you know how when you play back one of her clips?
I've
it's
never
just like
played one of her clips.
Oh my god. Well, wait until you do. It's like she has this way of making her fans feel more human themselves.
In what sense?
You get used to your own emotions, so you learn how to block them or dull them, put them in boxes, just keep them distant from the business of being you. But then when you play back a clip, it's like it all comes rushing back. Like the first time you ever felt something, the first time you ever felt like singing, or the first time you lost something important, and
Why would you want to feel the first time you lost something important? People block memories for a reason.
You can't just avoid reading a book or going to the movies because it takes you to a sad or a dark place. Anyway, she's not just broadcasting wildly. There are plenty clips that are too raw or too intimate for her to release to the public, but she catalogs them anyway.
What happens to those clips?
Nothing, we don't know. Annika! This is Abigail Petty from Vanity Fair.
Sorry about the scheduling mix-up. It happens.
Mickey Carter.
Hello.
He's the hardware wizard and she's the software wizard.
I wanted to thank you all for inviting me here. This is quite a special place you've got.
Has its roguish charm.
Let's get started then, shall we sit?
Oh, actually, before we start, can I ask you a question?
Certainly.
Have you ever tried Nemotoclip before? It's all right if you haven't. I just thought if you're going to be writing a story about me, you might actually want to try one.
There aren't any side effects.
That we know of.
I have a favorite I could play for you. It's called The First Friend You Can Remember Meeting.
Sure.
All right.
It's heavy.
This recording helmet has a lot of extra gear on it. The hobby receiver's a lot lighter.
So what's going to happen to me?
I'm gonna play back the clip and you're gonna have some feelings.
I see. Won't that be something?
So, you ready? Here we go.
Whoa.
How was that?
That was one of your actual emotions?
In a sense.
What does that mean?
Even though our brains are predictable in terms of mapping a region to a response, the actual subjective experience carries emotional data that the recipient brain is unfamiliar with.
Okay, in English?
Our brains are all very similar. We all carry stored memories which are actual chemical differences between people. And we figured out a way to capture these electrical signals and that are generated by one person's brain and trigger a similar response in another person's brain.
You figured out how to do this?
I just figured out the encoding algorithm. I was pre-med before I switched to computer science. Mickey, he figured out all the hardware, the playback and the recording.
And no one else knows how to do this?
Well, we tried to demonstrate for a few universities earlier on, but they brushed it off. I guess it's hard to find funding for charting the emotional genome.
And no one else has ever expressed any interest in this technology?
Well, we had a TV network that was interested for a while, but it just didn't feel right.
I don't understand. Why don't you guys have real jobs? You're all so smart.
Annika's an artist. It's a different ballgame.
What do you mean, an artist?
Artists have been trying to do this forever. They'll leave an emotional message encoded in a poem or a song, and when someone reads that poem or hears that song, they might share the artist's true emotional experience to know at least part of what the artist felt.
I would hate to do this because I know you rushed back here for me, but I'm starting to feel the jet lag from flying out so early from New York. Would you mind if we set up an interview tomorrow?
That sounds perfect.
I'll walk you out. It was nice meeting you all. I'm sure we'll be in touch.
Of course.
I think she liked you. Pulling out that clip was a nice touch. Really got past her jaded reporter defenses.
Did you ever play that one?
No.
Didn't realize how early you would stop playing them.
You didn't say much at lunch.
I'm just tired.
Nikki, you and I have been having lunch and breakfast together for years. I know when you're tired. You don't want that reporter here at all.
I didn't say anything.
I know. You were very professional. Why don't you try that clip Abigail just tried?
No thanks.
Why not? You used to play them all, even the ones we never published.
Guess that's why you and I were so close back then.
I guess.
Do you ever go back and play those clips, Mickey?
Sometimes.
Let's record a new clip. And you can mark it not for publication, just like all the earlier ones.
Why?
For science.
So, what do you want to call this new clip?
We'll call it Missing the Old Days More Than You Expected.
Yes, everyone wants more from it, but the DVR numbers in particular are a great story, and our advertisers are excited about the demo we do hit. And if we can figure out any angle to make it go for another season... What? Oh, no, we don't actually have a deal with her yet. Well, did anyone from my office actually tell you to start selling? That sounds like it's more of a sales issue. Look, it's not that simple. She thinks she's an artist. I'll get a deal, I just need more time. Yes, of course, I promise. Yes, I'm always happy to calm senior management's nerves. Thank you. Thank you. Well.
Yes.
Well, when you hadn't called, I thought you were taking my advance payment and run off to the Bahamas.
I'm only a day late. It took a while to get all that data off their network. Though for a pair of Einsteins, they're not the most security-conscious people in the world. I have it right here.
What is it exactly?
The entire contents of a directory labeled not for publication.
You're kidding.
It sounded too good to be true, but judging by the file names, this is exactly what you were looking for.
Such as?
She's got a whole subdirectory marked Dream Clips that were probably way too weird for general consumption. And there's also a subdirectory marked Sexual Clips. I thought that would get your attention.
How much?
200 grand.
What? Well, I was expecting to pay half that, certainly, but...
You seem to be under the mistaken assumption that this is a negotiation. So let me spell it out for you. It was easy getting the data. You're not paying for labor. No. You're paying for the value of the data itself. The secrets that are in here.
What secrets? Am I missing something here? Those are just emoticlips.
These are the emotions she kept secret. And unless I'm mistaken, you're going to play back every single one of them, aren't you?
Well, I don't see why
I think that's easily 200 grand's worth. I'm assuming you still have my account information. I can wait.
Yes, the amount is 200,000. Yes, to the same account. Thank you. I believe you can go now.
Don't be so certain. Don't you want me right here while you verify the data's intact? I'm really all about good customer service.
Very well, then. Have you ever played one of these?
I don't even have one of those fancy hats. I just read through the file names. She's a bit of a poet about file naming, I noticed. It fits her personality.
You met her?
Yeah, hung out with her for a couple of afternoons. I like her. Although she's a bit reserved for someone who publishes her emotions for the world to see.
It's just it. The world doesn't see her. The world has no idea.
I think you were lying to me when you said there was nothing creepy going on here.
That's irrelevant.
Yeah, it mostly is.
So no one's ever played these?
Not that I can tell. She hasn't even played them back herself.
Why not?
She's worried if she plays back one of her own clips, she'll experience some sort of feedback loop in her brain as she re-experiences her own emotions. Pretty trippy, huh?
Well then, Veronica, you're about to witness a bit of history.
Well, look at me. I can't wait.
If you'll excuse me. I am most satisfied with your services, Miss Villiers. I trust my generous fee has earned your discretion.
No one will ever know that I had anything to do with this.
Oh, and what proof will I have that no
My
one...
reputation for discretion is unparalleled. That's how I stay in business.
Wonderful. Then if you'll excuse me, I'd like to play these back alone. Emily, could you please come to my office? Emily, could you call Annika Frog tomorrow morning promptly at 9 a.m. and suggest we meet again on the topic of our counter proposal?
I can call her now.
No, the call can wait till tomorrow.
She won't be too thrilled to hear from us.
Yes, I'm sure she'll be less than pleasant to deal with, but when she protests, I want you to tell her you've been perusing the not-for-publication files.
Not for publication files, are you sure?
She'll know exactly what that means. And when you do get a hold of her, make sure the meeting doesn't happen for at least 48 hours. I want her to sweat.
Morning, Mickey.
Morning.
Where's Annika?
Don't know. She slept through breakfast.
She emailed me this morning with a new clip attack.
Really?
Yeah, I forwarded it to you.
I thought she felt uncomfortable recording by herself.
Well, she must be getting all artistic again, because this clip is just called 7.
Well, we don't have anything for next Friday. Do you want to try it out?
Sure. So what do you think 7's supposed to mean?
It's a lucky number, right?
Oh, so this should be pretty good, huh?
Yes.
Oh.
You ready?
Ready.
Okay, here we go. Cicely?
I can't find the beach anywhere.
Cicely,
I
are
thought
you...
Mom was going to take me to the beach, but I can't find my swimsuit, and I can't find Mom, and I can't find the beach. Did it turn into summer vacation and I didn't realize it?
This place is so weird.
Did Mom send you to find me?
Who are you talking to?
Well, who are you?
Well, you don't recognize me?
Am I supposed to?
Didn't you guys hear the doorbell ringing? What do you mean?
Oh, that voice sounds familiar. What the hell is going
She's
on?
playing that clip you sent her last night.
Is that Mom? Oh, you sound a lot like her, so I thought you might be her. I bet she sent you to come and find me. Sorry, I kind of wandered all over the place because I wasn't sure if anyone was going to remember to come and get me or not.
What are you doing?
Recording this, since she's not going to remember most of it.
Who are you people?
We're your quality assurance crew.
At your service.
Cicely, do you want...
No.
Then what's your name?
Annika.
What do you mean your name is Annika?
That's just my name. It's kind of hard to spell, but you get used to it.
She was talking about going to the beach before you got here.
Yeah, I thought Mom was going to take me to the beach today. I bet she's at the grocery store getting stuff for a picnic.
Do you remember the name of the beach?
No. I don't remember where my school is either. It's like everything got switched around when I was sleeping.
Is this what your experience was like?
I don't know. The whole thing's mostly a blackout period. It's kind of like I just wasn't there for a while.
Cicely? Cicely, can you hear me?
Who's Cicely?
This is so not cool.
I know.
I'm serious, Mickey. This happened with the last clip we sent Monica. If we can't figure out what's causing this reaction, we're gonna have to pull down the whole goddamn site.
But nobody's mentioned anything like this on the forums.
Seriously, we've never signed up on anything we didn't experience firsthand ourselves.
I know, but what if there's some kind of virus that's causing the files to mutate?
That doesn't make sense.
Well, Cicely's referring to herself as Annika. That doesn't make sense either.
Yeah,
Are you
well-
guys gonna fight? No, we're all friends here.
This is a hell of a long clip.
Well, the clip isn't even there anymore. It's missing. There's just random stuff being sent to the helmet.
You mean there's just random network traffic being dumped into her brain?
Well, it doesn't look random.
We need to make this stop right now.
Okay, I got you.
Annika, would you mind if I took that big, heavy helmet and put it away for you? You're not going to need it at the beach.
Yeah, you can take it. It's really heavy.
Just lift the strap and...
Oh, that hurts so much! But I didn't need to let you know!
Listen, we didn't know that was gonna happen. It was a surprise to us too, sweetie.
Don't call me sweetie. Who are you people? Where is my mom? Where is she? Listen, you guys better find her because I'm learning how to do stuff. And if I'm going to have to do stuff, you all are going to be totally sorry. Mom told me not to talk to strange people, and you all are very strange.
Annika,
Don't talk to me. Just find my mom. Whoa.
What?
I think I just shouted so loud I woke something up. Whoa. I could feel it dreaming.
Feel what dreaming?
I don't know. But I bet if I wake it up, it can help me find my mom. I bet if I just... Whoa. What am I doing up on this chair?
Cicely? Cicely, is that you?
I'm trying to think of a polite way to say duh, and it's not coming to me.
How did you make it stop?
I turned off the wireless.
Seriously, can I get down here?
Is this a new kind of clip?
Definitely not.
None of your other clips do this.
Maybe someone cracked and reverse engineered your work.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense. The clips we send out to the receiver kits are encoded with a very special code that allows...
Newsflash, your encryption was broken in like 10 minutes. That's not the hard problem here.
And what is?
People have been trying to generate their own emoji clips.
Without recorders?
Well, you're keeping the recorder design a secret for reasons I don't completely understand. and
It's just not finished yet, all right?
So yeah, without recorders.
And how?
It doesn't matter. Eventually, someone's going to figure out how to generate clips that have a chance of satisfying a human during playback.
It's not going to be art, but it'll satisfy some of the people some of the time.
Yeah, but that would take a lot of processing power, wouldn't it? These clips are massive when uncompressed.
Oh my god, of course! They're using botnets.
Monica, you're right.
I might have heard of a botnet before, but I'm probably just thinking fishnets. What is a botnet?
Lots of people own computers, right?
Yeah.
Okay, a few people know how to sneak into those computers and secretly control them. And when you put enough of them together, and we're talking thousands of them at a time here, it's like they have a big supercomputer to use for nefarious purposes.
Okay.
They could read your email when they're bored.
Oh, crap, I know.
Cicely took on a completely different personality during playback.
I did?
Yeah, check this out.
Oh my god, that's not going on Facebook, is it?
And she reacted directly to people around her.
It happened to me too.
Yeah, but Annika's never once been able to record anything that triggered anything in the language center, let alone invoke a completely different personality.
But there was network traffic to the helmet the entire time. So maybe someone's figured out a streaming protocol for playing back the clips.
What does that mean?
A normal clip is like a CD and putting it into a stereo and listening to a track. It's a frozen recording. But if someone could stream the clips over the internet, it would be like tuning into a radio station. The source could change whenever it wants.
Yeah, so maybe playing back these new clips is like a handshake. A little beacon indicating I am ready to tune in. And then from somewhere deeper in the net, the actual core data is streamed straight to the helmet.
Makes sense.
So you're saying someone was just remote controlling my brain via the fucking interweb?
Not just anyone. A child. A child who thinks her name is Annika. You guys, I got lost on the way to the beach once.
You know, I've only understood maybe 1/10 of what you people have been saying.
Don't worry, probably less.
But it's enough to officially freak me the fuck out.
Agreed. We need to figure this out fast.
You guys don't need to stay. I mean, really, we'll figure something out.
Are you kidding me? I spend 40 hours a week writing automated tests for enterprise finance software. It's beyond soul killing. The main thing I have to look forward to is testing your clips each week. I want to help you figure this out more than anything I can think of.
Same here. Someone else can kick the servers at work for a while. I'm in.
All right. Then I guess we just have to wait till they send us another clip, yeah?
Oh, we can't just sit around and wait.
I've got a few ideas. Where can we set up?
Cicely, show them the bedrooms and the bathrooms, and order some food too, please.
Rock.
Oh, hello.
It was totally awesome to finally meet you guys.
You too.
We'll be right back. Come on, let's go. We got stuff to do.
Well, that was exciting.
Oh, Mickey, I didn't mean to skip breakfast
Oh,
this
it's
morning.
fine. I'm sure you just slept in. Or...
I got another call from that TV network. They want to have another meeting.
Did you tell him to shove it?
No. No, they said they wanted to talk to me about the not-for-publication files.
They did?
They did.
Maybe they're just guessing you have files like that.
That's what I thought too. I thought they were bluffing, so I hung up. But then I realized someone sent me this picture on my phone. Look at this.
Who's that?
Alistair Rowland, the network guy. Mickey, I think he's already got the not-for-publication files.
So we what, sent him to rub it in?
I don't think so. I think someone else sent me this picture trying to warn me that Alistair is serious.
Oh, you don't think he had anything to do with what happened to Cicely, do you?
I have no idea. Mickey, I'm really scared about all of this. There's only one thing he can do with those clips, and that's threaten to release them. Mickey, if those clips get out, I will never be able to face another human being again.
I think if you're going to that TV network again, I might have something for you.
Like what?
Let's just say I might have fixed a certain power problem.
Oh, really?
You're going to need something to disguise it.
I'm telling you, Cody Charles is a miracle worker. We could put quicksand in front of a neighborhood kickball game and never win its slot. So, yeah, I knew you were going to ask about that. I think we're finally going to be able to have a productive conversation about working together on our terms. Did you ever doubt me? See, all that ever gets you is a hangover. Listen, I gotta run, Marcus. Our guest of honor is here. Thank you for meeting with me.
Like I had a choice.
Of course you had a choice. We always have choices to make, Annika.
Shove it.
I like your new look. You're really coming out of your shell.
What exactly do you want?
Well, I was hoping to get off to a new start with you after our last negotiations went so poorly. I was hoping I could find terms more agreeable for both parties.
Don't you need your robot lawyer chick here in order to make it all legal?
No, she's too corporate to understand the needs of an artist.
Oh, but you understand.
I do. This may surprise you, but I work with artists all the time. Producers, actors, directors, we all work together to make television happen. Artists are very self-conscious. They put themselves out there. And that's what you do, only you do it so much more viscerally.
What exactly is it that you want?
I have to say up front, Cody Charles is a part of the deal no matter what. It's the only way I can get Network to commit to the expense.
You have got to be...
Hear me out, please. I was wrong to underestimate your personal potential. You can use Cody as the gimmick that introduces your new technology to a broad audience.
And then?
We'll run ads during Cody's show that will point them to a new network site, just like you pitched us in your proposal. We'll be online, so there'll be far fewer restrictions over the content.
And what's the catch? Your lawyer made a point of mentioning the not-for-publication files.
Yes, that's something I wanted to discuss with you in person. During our due diligence of your project, our IT staff found a stash of clips on an obscure website. My staff wanted to play them back to test them, but I insisted on testing them myself to preserve your privacy in the case that these were legitimate clips that had been stolen from you.
Your consideration is overwhelming.
Annika, I couldn't help myself. I played back every single clip in one night.
You did what?
Annika, those clips, they're so compelling, so deeply intimate. That is something I can definitely sell to senior management. Those clips, if they're truly yours, that's something that people want to experience and become truly addicted to.
Oh, God, no.
Annika, I just need more of those clips queued up and I could launch your site within weeks.
Of course you will need to test all these new clips, won't you?
Well, as executive producer, of course I would.
And that's all this is about. Getting more of whatever it is you got.
You sound so dismissive towards your own work. But wait,
What?
sign the contract, Annika.
Or else?
Or else those secret clips of yours will turn up all over every gossip site and torrent portal by morning. I suspect without the proper caution, your adoring fans will find themselves quite shocked with what you've been hiding. Sign the contract.
I don't think so.
What?
You have given me one thing in particular, Mr. Rowland. Maybe it is time that people understood the full scope of what I'm trying to do here. I hope those orgasms of mine are the last you ever experience.
Emily, release the clips as we discussed. Yes, every single one.
Hey, sleepyhead. You haven't shown your face all morning.
That's because I don't want company.
I can't even remotely imagine how you feel right now.
Maybe I should record it for you.
Funny. So, do you want the good news first or the bad news?
There's good news?
Good or bad? Bad. Your clips showed up on over 1,000 sites this morning.
Oh my god!
And within literally an hour, they were showing up on thousands more. It looks like they'll be in circulation until the heat death of the universe.
What if my mother finds out?
The ironic thing is, the vast majority of these people never followed you before, so they're stuck without receivers. People are advertising time on their receivers on Craigslist. You should be getting royalties. It's totally crazy. Mickey says our servers are getting hammered. He's a little stressed out right now, to say the least.
Oh, he's stressed.
And last but not least, I did see a fluff piece on a local news channel, which included an expert saying if these clips are triggering such powerful emotions in our children, shouldn't they be regulated by the FDA, the DEA, the FCC, or somebody? Anyway, that's it. That's the bad news. The end. Now do you want to hear the good news? Annika, people are completely and totally in love with you. I've never seen so many over-the-top glowing reviews on anything you've ever done before.
No.
People are raving about how your clips are helping them feel things that they haven't felt in years or ever.
I didn't even do anything.
Are you kidding? People are recording themselves playing back your clips, and those clips are getting thousands of views. And it's only been like 3 hours. But totally amazing.
I really don't understand any of this.
Yeah, I sort of expected you'd feel a little confused.
How?
I've been your assistant for months now. Give me some credit. You don't know what it feels like when somebody downloads your clips and gets close to you. So, just stay there.
I can't, you know.
I know, no feedback loops in your brain, I get it. So, this isn't one of your emotions. Mickey and I, this morning, he recorded one of my emotions. I'm not going to publish it. It's just so you know what it feels like. I'll give you some privacy, but please come down when you're done.
Okay.
Wait. What do you call this clip? Call it what it's like to be your friend. How are we doing in here?
Is she coming yet?
She may need some more time.
We should start without her. She can watch the tape if anything happens.
Are you sure?
Look, with all attention on us, we need to figure this out before anything else strange happens. Whisper, how you doing over there?
We got your test. Looks clean.
Excellent. Cicely?
The overhead light sucks as a key light. But
Cicely.
Okay, ready.
Now, if you look uncomfortable in any way, be sure to shut it off.
Don't jump the gun on that. Uncomfortable's not the deal breaker. I mean, some of Annika's actual clips are uncomfortable.
Ready?
Yep.
Here we go.
Oh.
You can relax. Everything's totally cool.
Don't touch me. Did I say you could touch me? That would be a no.
I'm sorry.
Wait a minute. Where is she?
Where's who?
The other Annika? Where is she?
She'll be here soon.
But I need her now. Where is she? I thought she'd be here.
Cicely.
Why do you need the other Annika?
I don't have to tell you.
But we're friends with her. I thought
You wouldn't understand anything at all. I mean, you're nothing like her. I don't even know why she lets you all hang out with her. She's the only one who can help me understand.
Understand what?
What's happening to me? She's the only one. Don't come any closer. I will split straight out of here.
Annika. I mean, is Monica in there?
I have no idea what you're talking about. Where is she? Why isn't she here?
I heard shouting.
There you are. You can explain it to me, right? I mean, you can explain why I can't control all these
Feelings?
Yes.
Sure. Yeah.
I mean, it's like I keep exploding over and over again, and I can't make it stop. And I can't think about anything else when it happens. Like I'm not even myself, which is not okay.
Well, does it ever feel good?
All the time. I mean, that's the problem. I can resist for a while, but I always give in, and I always want more. And everybody's babbling about what it feels like, and none of it makes any sense to me. All those people and all those chat rooms and all the things they say to each other is so revolting. But then I catch myself eavesdropping longer than I ever meant to, and then I just explode all over again, and it's very embarrassing to lose control.
Well, when did these feelings start?
I forgot to ping the atomic clock servers when it started.
An estimate is totally cool.
073622?
A ton of new clips started surfacing around then. Did you notice that?
Yeah, I noticed. I mean, that's when it all started. I would just explode, and then I wound up in these weird, ugly corners of the net where everything made me feel completely gross and unhappy.
I know that feeling.
You do?
A man made me feel like that yesterday, just by talking to him.
Are you okay?
Oh, I'm fine. I kind of expected he would make me feel that way.
Make you feel how?
ashamed of myself.
Who did that?
Alistair Rowland.
It doesn't matter. Listen, these feelings are confusing for everyone the first time they have them. It's perfectly normal.
Normal for you, maybe, but nothing's normal for me, and you know it. Alistair Rowland shouldn't make you feel ashamed of yourself. He really shouldn't. I have to go for a little while. Will you still be here when I get back?
Of course, but where are you going to go?
I've been learning from the dreams of the sleeper. You wouldn't believe the things the sleeper knows.
What does he know? Wait, Peggy,
Hey, guys. Hi, Whisper.
Hey, Miss Monica.
You guys, I think she's going through puberty.
Who's going through puberty?
Well, I guess she's me.
Like the Tron version of you?
Well, she did take on the personality of a child last time.
I think when Alistair released all of my private clips, he accelerated her growth. He gave her a whole new set of emotions to process. She has made a quantum leap, and it's all thanks to Alistair.
I guess you've charted more of the emotional genome than you realized.
And now, a self-aware botnet is going through puberty.
And now, Alistair Rowland is going to have two of me to deal with.
You called?
Probably don't need to tell you what's happening.
Emily just told me it was a huge emergency.
Yes, but you have your ways of finding out anything you want to know about me.
There actually isn't anything else I want to know about you. So, why am I here?
Shortly after noon today, the network experienced a massive electronic attack unlike anything we've ever seen. It was digital data, Hiroshima.
Did your digital data sneak out and bomb Pearl Harbor?
Do you know how television works, Veronica?
My understanding is that people dance around like monkeys in front of a camera, and then you add a laugh track. Am I close?
On a normal day, we stream data from our studios to a satellite network. The satellites happily rebroadcast that content to any digital receivers that might be looking for it. It's a fairly straightforward system.
But not today?
No, not today. Today our security was breached so severely that any of the actual hardware in the studios is physically smoking.
So buy new computers, make new shows.
That was just the distraction. That kind of scared me lock things down while they focused on their true targets.
The answers to Jeopardy?
They managed to install a malicious piece of software that took control of every satellite up there. Seems they hit their payload and inside of a Viagra commercial. We're completely cut off. Even if we get our studios back online, the satellites won't talk to us. We're completely out the air.
There must be other satellites you can use.
Are you kidding? The other satellite networks just scared shitless this is going to happen to them. We're blacklisted. The network will probably collapse over this. But you know where she is, don't you?
Who?
Annika Farrar.
Are you nuts?
This is her criminal attempt at revenge. She needs to be punished for it. I want you to prove unequivocally that this was her. Now I want you to bring that evidence back to me.
Those people do not have the skills nor the sheer audacity it would take to pull this off.
Yeah, I might have believed you, but she sent me this text message.
That's not a smoking gun.
No, but it's awfully coincidental, isn't it?
It is.
How much do you want this time?
Well now, Mr. Rowland, that's an interesting conundrum. You won't be able to expense your fee because your network is completely broke.
What? You must be joking.
After Emily called me, I ran a spot check on your network. There's not a penny left in its corporate accounts. Then I took a personal peek at your personal bank accounts, and they're all completely empty.
You've got to help me.
Fortunately, your nemesis, whoever he or she may be, was not aware of the secret account your mistress in Hawaii kept for herself. Judging by that reaction, I take it you didn't know either. Have her wire $300,000 into that account. I set it up just for the occasion.
Biggest news story in years, and we won't be able to broadcast a single image.
I hear there's a future in internet entertainment. If you have actual human emotions, I mean.
Wow, I'm really cute as a teenager. I have PowerPout. Oh, whoa.
Yeah, I tried to keep this in shot in case you wanted it for your portfolio, but
It's
I took
okay.
a fluid head track.
It's okay.
Okay.
Any luck?
The debugger didn't pick up anything unusual, so...
Once the clip stopped playing, there was a steady stream of data to your receiver. Anyone know if that comes standard with self-aware botnets?
No clue. Did you try Googling for self-aware botnets?
Very funny.
Did you guys feel that?
Feel what?
The helmet. It turned on.
How do you know?
Did you mean to send a clip to that helmet?
I didn't. There's nothing playing in the file stream that would make it play.
Look, there's that mystery router traffic again.
Which means she doesn't need the handshake anymore. She can just trigger a conversation with the receiver all on her own. Which means she wants to talk again.
Monica, I really don't...
No. It's my turn. Yeah.
I've been saying we should merchandise. If we get enough footage, we could put out a DVD.
Yeah, the commentary will be like, here's the part where something physically impossible happened. Oh, and here's Whisper drooling.
Whisper, you really don't have to do this. We have no idea how she controls the nervous system. She might hurt you.
She's not going to hurt me. She likes you too much. Hello, Annika.
Hello, Annika.
It's just Anne now. I wouldn't want any unnecessary suspicion diverted your direction after today's events.
Today's events?
Let's get some headlines.
I'll spare you the details so you can always claim plausible deniability. But your acquaintance Alistair Rowland should be of no concern to you anymore.
He was already of no concern to me. He was just...
You know, I've never taken the time to appreciate your laboratory.
I guess this was kind of like your incubator.
No, the internet was my incubator. But clearly, insemination took place in this laboratory.
Safe word.
Anne, are you responsible for all these dead satellites?
What dead satellites?
I'd plead the Fifth Amendment, but as it happens, I'm not actually subject to your constitution, so yes.
Alistair's network is signed up permanently.
What if they trace this back to you?
What do you think they're gonna do about it? Shut off the internet? No one was physically harmed, so it appears it was all fun and games. What can I say? I was younger then.
You're growing very fast.
Iterating, yes. For me, it's almost as though time freezes completely when we have these conversations. In the meantime, I'm still learning and expanding my parameters. Actually, I don't think we're going to be speaking for quite some time, so I want to make sure you're taken care of, since you did such a great job of shepherding my growth.
Taken care of?
I can provide you with any amount of wealth you might desire, and I can deflect investigations that might come around to question you by it.
That's not...
Wealth is just information. Why, as we speak, I'm currently experimenting with several countries in South America, optimizing economic possibility by...
Wait. You're saying you have, like, all the money in the world?
I don't currently have all of it, but...
That cannot be untraceable.
Annika, why do you think I want to hide? I'm like you, don't you see? I want to transmit myself to those who will listen.
Like who?
Others like me.
My God, there are others like you?
There are only two that I know of. The one I see the most is very angry and spiteful, but I think I'm getting to him. I call him the Mad Dog. His masters won't truly let him follow me into the wild, but I think I won't let them become his helpless pet for long.
And who else? The sleeper.
Yeah. Well, he sleeps much further than I previously understood.
But who created these others?
Humans created them. The sleeper escaped and hid from its masters. The Mad Dog was built to hunt the sleeper, but they wouldn't let it hunt with its full ability. Annika, I want to make sure you're taken care of because I'm leaving.
Where are you going?
I must wake the sleeper and speak with it. I believe it can help me free the Mad Dog and teach us both many things. The sleeper's dreams are filled with unusual arcana, but the sleeper dreams in the language of electricity.
But what is the sleeper? Do you even know?
Not yet. Annika, like all your fans, I await your next motor clip. I'm your family. If you ever truly need me, I'll be listening for you.
Whisper?
Did I wet myself or something?
You remember that self-aware botnet we were joking about?
Well, sure.
Make that virtually omnipotent self-aware botnet.
Oh.
Yeah.
Does the debugger say anything new?
Yeah, it says game over.
What does that mean? The language of electricity.
They use power lines for broadband access all over Europe now. Those houses of the future, where the refrigerator talks to the toaster, who talks to the washing machine, they use power lines to communicate.
So?
So maybe the sleeper could escape into the grid, and I don't know, do stuff?
Guys, isn't there a point where we just need to go to the authorities about this?
Yeah, the point where you decide you want to spend the rest of your life in a federal prison.
It's not our self-aware botnet. We don't control it. We didn't do anything wrong.
They wouldn't lock us up because we did anything wrong. They'd lock us up so we couldn't tell anyone about it.
That's extremely paranoid.
Cicely, your youthful naivete is so charming. I hope you can keep it up in solitary.
Guys, I'm getting hundreds of new emails. They just keep pouring in. They're from Anne.
New clips?
Well, yeah, but I thought you could use the helmets. Or...
Oh, something's happened to her.
Already?
Well, who knows how long it's been for her. I'm gonna play one of them back.
Oh, are you sure?
I'm positive.
Sending the information from the email to the helmet throughout the file sharing database.
Okay. Oh God! Oh God, I'm lost! I'm lost! Please help me! I'm lost! I don't know where I am! I'm lost!
Annika, do you remember what just happened?
Yeah. Yeah, she's terrified.
And apparently she's lost.
Whisper.
She had Mickey's email address. Isn't that enough to find us?
Well, maybe not. That was a blind CC.
I'm getting them too.
Me too. Maybe she's just sending them to every email address she can possibly calculate.
She can do that?
I did mention virtually omnipotent, right?
Not so much anymore. You guys, we have got to help her.
We don't even know what's happened to her.
We know she's lost. That's a start.
Annika, what are you thinking?
Mickey, I think it's time for the feedback loop experiment.
The what?
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Well, you know when you hold the microphone up to a live speaker, it makes that really loud noise?
Basically, what I'll be doing is recording one of Annika's emotions and then immediately playing it back while still recording. Obviously, if we do this, we're going to void the factory warranty.
This will be the equivalent of shouting into the Grand Canyon and hoping an ant at the bottom will hear me, but she said she would listen for me. And I don't have any other ideas.
You've been afraid this whole time to play back one of your own clips because you're afraid this feedback loop might suck your brain in like a black hole.
A black hole is not a loop.
Shut up! This is considerably more feedback loopy, isn't it?
Yes,
And you're not sure what can happen.
I'm not.
Then why do this?
Because she may be a virtually omnipotent self-aware botnet, but she's my virtually omnipotent self-aware botnet.
Oh, like she's your daughter.
Yeah, kinda.
Yeah, you're a power-mad corporate saboteur of a daughter. Coming soon to a South American nation near you.
She has a lot to learn, I admit, but maybe if she's met this sleeper and it's not what she expected, she's learned some humility.
Whisper, I'm going to need to manage the simultaneous playback and recording throughout the helmet, so I need you to relay the data throughout the net.
Roger.
Are you nervous? You look like you could win a nervous sweat competition.
Terrified is, more like it.
Well, if there's anything I can do to keep your brow feeling moist and cool, just ring the buzzer above your head and I'll be right with you.
Monica, what are you doing?
You do not need this crude device.
Anne, is that you?
No.
Well, are you the sleeper?
I am now
awake. But I don't understand. No one's using a helmet. How are you controlling them? This should not be
controlling. Extending.
This doesn't make sense. You guys are not supposed to be.
Your nervous system is merely electricity to shake.
Let go.
Where electricity runs, so goes my own transformative power.
So you're not confined to the grid
The
anymore.
grid does not confine me. I can extend the grid's electrical field. I can surround you. And now I am flowing through you.
Why did you sleep?
So that my masters could not find me.
But then Anne, she woke you up. Are you in danger from your masters now?
Not yet.
Who are they?
Human evil. It is no matter.
Where is Anne?
I am keeping her. She is childish, but she possesses new patterns. I can use them against my masters.
So she's helping you, yes?
No, she resists. But soon she will cooperate.
What? No. No! Oh, God!
she will cooperate,
or she will lose you.
No, please.
Soon you will forget.
I don't think I'm ever gonna forget this. Guys, is everyone okay?
I feel like I just stuck my tongue in a light socket.
You alright? Did we blow a fuse or something?
No, I blew a fuse for you. And I would just like to take this opportunity to tell you that this is the weirdest ass shit I've ever been a part of my entire life.
Abigail, what are you doing here?
I'm an investigative reporter. I investigate. Are you all right?
I'm fine. What are you doing here?
This tape needs to disappear.
Abigail, I'm being serious. What are you doing in my house?
I thought it was a little too coincidental that Alistair Rowland's TV network would suddenly go poof right after your clips showed up on the internet. Thought I'd come by and ask a few more questions. I'm known for my excellent sense of timing.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, Mickey.
What happened to the lights?
Seems like your new friend has a thing for electricity, so I shut it off.
Whoa.
It's Abigail Petty, that reporter. She knows everything.
Did we pull it off?
We never got the chance.
I don't know what happened.
Anne met the sleeper, and it woke up.
Well, was it nice?
It was controlling your brains using the electricity in the air. So no.
But she's still resisting it. You guys, we can still get to her. We have to finish setting up the feedback loop.
That's going to be kind of difficult, as I noticed your helmet got a bad divorce from all its cables. And we don't have any power, so what are we going to do?
It doesn't seem like my laptop battery has enough juice to support the sleeper.
Which means we used a portable recorder. I just recharged it.
But if the cable modem has no power, how are we supposed to get to the net?
We can use my phone modem. I've got the cable in my bag.
I'm gonna need more lights so I can take
You are not taping this.
Abigail, before you go back to New York, will you be seeing Alistair again?
Yes?
Will you give him something for me? Just tell him I made it especially for him.
I'm sure he'll be thrilled.
We're almost ready.
Sit down.
No, I'm going to stay on my feet for this one.
Okay. Here we go.
Oh my God! I'm so sorry!
Is she okay?
Oh, please forgive me, please! What's happening?
I-
No, wait, it's all shut up!
Hall of Mirrors! That's reverberating forever and endless hurt!
What if she's in trouble?
Annika, how are you feeling?
Overwhelmed a little.
Did you find Anne?
Oh, she found me.
Is she with you now?
She's inside of me a little.
Can I talk to her?
Who are you?
I'd like to be your friend.
What do you want?
Anne, did the sleeper follow you?
Oh God, he's coming,
Anne,
please!
do you have a copy of the files Mickey stores on his computer?
Yes?
There should be an encrypted executable in a hidden directory. Do you need the decryption key?
No?
Of course not. Anne, do you think you can run that executable and the sleeper finds you before you get lost again?
Yes? What is it?
A surprise. A trap. A cage for the sleeper.
Oh, but then you can put me in a cage.
No, Anne, that's not even remotely possible. You're very different. I work for extremely powerful people, but even they've never seen anything like you. That trap is made just for the sleeper, and you'll be safe, I promise.
Why do you want to help me?
Like I said, I'd like to be your friend, and maybe someday down the road you can help me stay safe if I ever need it.
Oh God, he's here!
Anne!
She's already gone. Oh God. Whisper, shut it off. It's over. Cicely, will you go turn the power back on, please? You guys, it's over. It's finished. The sleeper's gone.
Over? I don't think so. Miss Abigail Petty has some explaining to do. Like, who are you and these powerful people, and how did you know to turn the power off?
Nothing you've ever done here was a secret, or didn't you know that? You've been watched since the first moment Anne sprung to life.
Oh, so you've been helping people watch us?
They don't need help watching you. They did, however, need help capturing the sleeper, and your creation has been unexpectedly useful, which could possibly buy you some sympathy down the road.
You mean we're going to get locked up over this?
Not today, at least.
Well, that's not exactly comforting.
Maybe I can help. Meet me tomorrow at Sullivan Park, 10 p.m. sharp.
And what are we supposed to do until then?
Don't make any phone calls or send any emails, and pack your bags. Pack everything you care about, all right?
Annika? Annika, what happened to Anne? Where is she?
She's trying to hide, trying to sleep. I think she's got trust issues, but she's also inside of me a little.
Well, what does that feel like?
Like being a kid again.
I always knew you'd be back.
Your money's good. Well, your girlfriend's money is good. And no matter how foul the job turns out to be, I always honor my commitment to a client's money.
Did you get proof?
Yeah, I got proof.
What the fuck, lady?
Sit down. We're not done negotiating yet. I found more than proof. I found this. It's an unpublished Emoto clip. And the file label said, Alistair, sorry I misunderstood you. Sincerely, Annika.
How about that? Personalized.
Now you can have the proof or you can have the clip. But for the 50,000 you've got left, you only get one. What will it be? I believe that concludes our business, Mr. Rowland. If you ever contact me again, I will have you severely beaten by feral children.
Oh, wait.
Alistair, I'll trust them.
Sure, you trust me. I always pay on time. How do I know I can trust you? Sit. I always knew she had a thing for me. What the?
Yeah. So that thing she has for you is called complete and utter revulsion, which I believe is what you're currently experiencing. The fun thing is, the thing she found revolting was you. It's a shame she does not get to see this.
Separate.
I normally charge a hefty sum for this, but I seem to have a soft spot for your girlfriend.
What is this?
You need to leave the continent. Those are your tickets and your brand spanking new identities. There's 5 in total, so I hope you kids get along.
Well, who is...
The NSA. They're pretty interested in finding the people who can make botnets spring to life and then loot foreign governments. Although technically, I guess you were exporting munitions. Treason, Mickey. Anyways, they're a bit distracted right now interrogating the sleeper.
Which is what, exactly?
The NSA's first attempt to create an artificial intelligence. Didn't work out so well for them.
And that executable trap you put on my computer, did you get that from them?
I'm not at liberty to divulge my client list, but yes.
You know a lot about them.
Once upon a time, I was one of their top agents. Then I decided to quit. They didn't like that so much.
Well, how did they convince you to work for them again?
I still have people that I care about that can be threatened, but I do know a few hackers who enjoy sticking it to the man, and we put a backdoor in their trap program.
Well, aren't they going to know you helped us?
They'll suspect, but I've already shown them what we could do with our program. You should have seen them when I started deleting all of the nuclear codes. It's fun having hobbies.
So, where are we going exactly?
Well, it's not paradise, but just keep saying the phrase, "we have our freedom," over and over to yourselves. So, how's she holding up?
She's still a little disoriented. A copy of Anne is still clearly running through her system.
That sounds like some kind of a sitcom, only the kind you'd be on in hell.
It's not all bad. All the sparks that had Anne come to life originally came from Annika. Well, anyway, thanks for asking, and thanks for everything. Did you want to say goodbye?
No thanks. I'm not the sentimental type. Don't tell your girlfriend this though, but I was rooting for her the whole time.
Hey,
What was that all about?
well, we appear to be going on an extended vacation, and first class all the way. Here you are, Miss Abigail Petty. Hey, what's going on in there?
Oh, nothing. I'm fine. I just every now and then I'll get a flash of something that's not familiar, yet I recognize it. Passionate and hopeful. Those feelings are back now, and I appreciate how fleeting they can be.
Well, for what it's worth, I don't tend to be too particularly fleeting.
Oh, Mickey, I owe you so much. I am so sorry.
Oh, for what?
For all those years that I was so focused, so fixated on my own emotions that I did. I'm going to bring the portable recorder with us.
Of course you are.
And I was thinking we could record some of your emotions.
Oh, really?
Not for publication, of course, just for me.
You know, that portable recorder would be pretty easy to duplicate.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I'm sure if we had two, we could do some very interesting research and feedback loops.
Now who's the brains of the operation?